Hello class, welcome to another lesson. Today's lesson we'll be learning about primary keys. Now primary keys are very important for relational databases. They are the one which is the basic requirement if you want to create a relational database. So we've already done some few lessons, so let's just quickly go through it and set our primary keys. Now primary keys are supposed to be a unique key that identifies each record being each row. So that key should not have a duplicate. So things like a name cannot be used to be a primary key because a name can repeat. Things like cell number, you need to find a key that can be unique so that you're able to identify. So for example, the only unique thing we have here, it could be the student number. It can also be what is this other thing? Our ID numbers are also unique. If we had a way of storing our fingerprint as well could have been unique. But there's so many unique things that you can possibly come up with to create a primary key. So let's first go see the information within our table. And remember, I told you that there will come a time when we will stop writing the select statement and we will just use the one which is built in. This is the time now. So I'm just going to see what is inside my table. This is already what is inside my table for student information. I also want to see the design of my table. This is where how my design looks like. From the design, this is where I'm going to set up a primary key. So now, please be mindful if it does not save the changes you're going to make here. Just make sure that you first go to Tools, and then you have clicked Options, and then from Options, you look for this option called Designers, and then under Designers, if it's preventing you from saving, probably this button has been clicked. So you need to untick it and press OK. That will allow you to make all the changes you want to make within your database. So we are here and we want to set up a primary key. So we highlight the column that is very unique to us. So we're going to highlight student number. That is going to be our unique key. So once you have done that, there are two ways to do it. You can either right click here and set this to become your primary key. Beside that, there's also a key here which says set primary key. So if I click here, how do I know that this is now a primary key? It will put a key right in front of it, which looks like a color yellow, and then to show that this is now a primary key. But you need to save it to effect the changes. So we'll come here and press save. But be mindful, if you already have data that are duplicates, it will not allow you to save. It will tell you that there's already duplicate data within your table. So just be mindful of that. So that is basically how you create a primary key. Let's do the same with this other table. So we'll press select top 1000 rows. It will show us that there's no information with our table. We right click, we say let's go to the designers, and then we'll look for a key that we want it to be a primary key, and we want this facilitator ID to become a primary key. Then I will click the key here, but this time around, because I've already done the other option, I'm just going to right click here and say set primary key, then press save. The information would have been saved. And remember, if it's not allowing you to save, it's either you've got data inside which already duplicates, or you have not come here to say tools, press option, and then under designers. Sometimes you want to see designers because it's hidden here, so you need to scroll down until you find designers, and then you click prevent saving changes that require table recreation. Then you untick it. If it's ticked, you have to untick it and press OK. In that way, you will have created a primary key for all your tables.